Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, the 25th of August, and this is my second attempt at doing a YouTube video. And the topic for today's video is the currency pair, the British pound, Japanese yen. And this has come back into focus for me because it seems to be so interesting as it's being squeezed into a few different triangle patterns on different time frames. So this short video is my technical view of the British pound, Japanese yen, and the things to look out for in coming sessions. With all my technical analysis, I start from a top-down view, and that means looking at the monthly chart. And this in front of you is the monthly chart of the Japanese yen. And you can see it has been in a decline since the 80s, and the decline was quite steep at first, but it has bottomed out somewhere above the round number 120. And you can also see the price action is now becoming squeezed into the apex of this triangle. On this chart, I've also added a Fibonacci retracement tool. And the reason I do this is it helps me identify particular targets in case there is any breakout, trendline breakout. And in this case, I'd be looking for any potential breakout to the upside, some mean reversion after this lengthy swing low move. The Fibonacci level of preference for most people is the 61.8, and I often like to look and see if there's any area of price reaction, or sometimes I refer to it as support resistance, and I like to look and see if there's any such SR level around the 61.8. And on this monthly chart, there isn't so much reaction around that level, but there is around this whole number 360 level, which lies above the 50% Fibonacci. So on this longer time frame chart, if there was a monthly chart candle breakout and any continuation, the 360 level would be the potential target for that move. Dropping down to the weekly chart, and this shows that apex of that triangle being squeezed, and you can see there is another support trend line in place that's been here since about early 2020, and price action is held above that and is also becoming increasingly squeezed here. And one thing to note, the momentum indicator of choice that I use, the ADX, the black line is the overall momentum indicator. It has been declining for much of this consolidation period, but is just starting to edge upwards. Dropping down to the daily chart, and this chart shows that the 140 horizontal level has been important over the last few months. And as price action has edged higher, the 140 has been a cap on price action proceeding. And there is another support trend line that has been in place just basically since the start of July, just for the last couple of months. And as well, price action is being squeezed into the apex of this triangle. Now, this software that I have used for a long time, Profit Source, does not go down any further than the daily time frame, so I will drop down to MT4 to look at the lower time frame 4-hour chart. This trend line is the same one that was on the daily chart. It's been in place for the last couple of months, and you can see the price is held above that. There have been a couple of touches. So the trend line is quite valid. And you can see this 140 level. And for this move from this low up to this high, I have also applied a Fibonacci retracement, and you can see that the 61.8 Fibonacci is down near this 135 level. So if there was any pullback after this swing high move and any continuation with the pullback, the 135 level would become of interest to me. Interestingly, with this sideways consolidation under this 140 level, you can see that on the ADX indicator that it has also been in decline and contracting whilst there has been this consolidation under 140. And the advantage of that is that if there is to be any new significant move, and a significant move either lower or higher off this trend line, I would be looking for confirmation by way of a breakout from this contracting channel. Now, at the moment, the first to start this week, price action is still struggling to hold above this support trend line, and there has been no breakout as yet, so it's still a work in progress. But some of the things I'm on the lookout for. I'd mentioned on the monthly chart I was looking for any mean reversion to the upside, but trends don't travel in straight lines forever, and this swing high move here has been on the go for 2 months now, so I'd be looking for any potential pause or pullback here before any further potential upside move. And technical analysts would say that with any swing move, a pullback to the 61.8 Fibonacci is totally within reason, even as part of the overall trend direction. So what that means is that this swing high move could stay intact even if there is a pullback to this 61.8 Fibonacci level. Price could pull back there and then bounce and continue higher. So given that there has been a lengthy rally here, I am sort of on the lookout for any pause in this price action. What could trigger that? I do not know. There's not a lot on the economic calendar this week, so it's just clearly watching for the technical clues by way of a trend line bounce or trend line break, and looking for confirmation with a breakout on this ADX indicator. You can see I have another level penciled in here, the 138 level, because after a lengthy swing high move like this, often you will get a break of the trend line, and all that will end up happening is that there is more choppiness sideways before an eventual push higher. And that forms up into what we refer to as a bull flag. So I'm also conscious that there could be similar price action here, lengthy rally up, and there just could be some more consolidation sideways with a break of this trend line, but no serious pullback. This also is where the ADX is a vital clue. If this trend line was to break and there is no breakout on this ADX pattern here, then that would make me wary of any breakout or bounce move. I've penciled in the 138 as it is a whole number level, and if this trend line was to break and this 130 whole number level was to give way, that would be extra confirmation for me that there could be some potential weakness in store, and I would be looking for a move from this 138 down to 135. But as I said a number of times now, I'd be looking for confirmation by way of the indicator. So if we see price action bounce up from here, the confirmation I would be looking for is the black trend line, the ADX line, to break out to the upwards direction here, along with the green positive DMI line. If the breakout is to the downside, below this support trend line and below 138, the confirmation I'd be looking for on the ADX is a breakout to the upside with the black ADX line and a breakout to the upside with the negative DMI line. So hopefully that's of some use to you for those traders who trade the Japanese yen. And please, if you've liked this video, give it a like on YouTube, and also please feel free to join or subscribe to my YouTube channel. As I said, this is just my second video. It's a work in progress, so any feedback or comments are most welcome, and you can send them to mary@tradecharting.com. Thank you.